The Real One Team.
Bring your model to life at mcvproducts.com. All right, this is going to be a good one today. It's mango season in South Florida. I got the mango juice in my hot herbal tea, and I'm finna bring you the building of this beautiful engine. I just want to show y'all some of the techniques that I use to enhance a box stock engine, especially one as detailed as this one. This incredible engine, of course, goes in a 1964 Ford Falcon drop top, highly detailed parts. And of course, this is my entry into the Lowrider 1589 group build. Shouts out to Leon over there at Model Car 1589. Right now, I'm just showing you some of the pieces that I got painted up using Rust-Oleum flat black primer. It doesn't miss. Look at that intake manifold. Didn't miss a beat. Now, we're going to add some Kaleido paints to give us some detailing. Different types of metal. Definitely give you contrast on the engine parts. That would definitely enhance those stock engines. Zirconium black. That's probably my favorite Kaleido metal paint. Incredible. And silver. That's what I'm going to do, that 4-barrel carburetor I'm going to use. And I add just a little bit of thinner since I'm such a heavy sprayer. And here's that 4-barrel carburetor, Edelbrock by mcvproducts.com. Here's a wire, also from mcvproducts.com. That's my 45-degree angle spark plug boots, again from MCV Products. Already painted up in flat black primer. And I got my MCW Finishes paint, the Ford engine, already pre-mixed. And look at that block. And I got my holes already drilled for my spark plug boots. And let's get in that booth. A little foreshadowing. But this booth right here is coming to an end. I got something major coming up when it comes to spray booths. You're gonna love it. That's about the third coat. This enamel paint by MCW Finishes. It's incredible. Now let's start with our Kaleido paints. My favorite, Zirconium black. A little bit of thinner. And also add a little bit of retarder in there. I do a 2-in-1 here, again, because I'm such a heavy sprayer. You don't have to use any thinner in this at all. But I do like adding just a little bit of retarder to any acrylic paint. It keeps that tip from drying out. Get everything mixed up. Now these parts has already been painted in a zirconium black. Look how they turned out. That's an alternator. Now we got the silver. Same formula. And we're going to start with the 4-barrel carburetor. I love those Edelbrocks. Here's our fan. And there we go. And for me, you're going to notice I'm using the orange and blue combination. I love that. Of course, over here with my Vision cars, I got my Vision colors. Orange is for enlightenment and blue is for inspiration. And those definitely were the school colors when I went to Hunters Lane. One of the best schools in the country. Go Warriors. I'm going to use an oil filter decal from Slick's Decals. That's a Motorcraft oil filter. We building a Ford. Easy installment. Now it's time to install my headers. You see the color contrast? Look at the right side with the headers. Now bring out one of my favorites, the Gaahleri markers. We're going to be using red carpet here. And also make sure you hit the link in the description box for the Gaahleri products. You can find all of this. The alternator's in 3 parts, ladies and gentlemen. That alternator builds up well though, very well. Another Gaahleri pin, the aluminum. I'm taking care of the clamp around the holes. We're installing the pulleys now. And that fan belt. More belts and pulleys. Just take your time with it, no rush. Let that dry. Installing the distributor. Now I'm adding some spark plug boost to it for my Go for Racing set. That's all the boots added. Man, it's some good tea. Let's add some valve covers. Now continue to check out the contrast in the colors, including the boots on the distributor. It all adds up. Now this is my most challenging part of building this engine, the bell housing for the transmission. And since I couldn't get both parts around, I just made sure it touched at the bottom so you can see the undercarriage of the car. Because on the top of that housing, you can't see it at the top when it's in the engine bay. Now I got my 8 spark plug boots out. Be very careful with them. They will break on you. But once you get them in that hole, get them glued in, you're good to go. Now this is spark plug wire I showed you a little bit earlier. If you go to MCV products, they got this sold separately. It's just a little bit thinner than the Go for Racing wires, and I like that. I'm actually putting this engine in the right firing order. It's not hard, so why not do it? And of course, to find the right firing order, just Google it. Now that's looking like an engine. Nice V8. Now I'm going to use this wire I got in a battery kit from Go for Racing. That's going to hold my spark plug wires together. Just making some clamps. Also, if anybody knows where you can get those separators, I've seen them on cars, for the spark plug wires, let me know. I really appreciate it. And the oil breathers. Building this engine like surgery, brain surgery. Maybe a little hyperbole there. Oh well. I love my model cars. Now, let me install that 4-barrel carburetor. And the parts of this 4-barrel carburetor that are highlighted in gold, that was done with a gold Gaahleri metallic marker. Now the kit gives you a couple of choices for air breathers. I decided to use this one first. That black in there is panel line accent. And I got mounting putty for that air breather. I always use mounting putty. I never put my air breathers glued down on the carb because I like to show off those carbs anytime I want to when I'm at a show. Now I got just a tad bit of wear and tear on the oil filter here. So I'm going to add some more white paint to it. Not completely. I want a little bit of that wear and tear still there. Now also you can tell the bell housing at the top of the transmission didn't close all the way, didn't come together. That's okay. Now check that out when I give you a sneak peek of this engine bay for a future episode. It's completely hidden. No problem at all. And I changed out that air breather. This one also came in the kit. I used one of my crap paints to create a can-in air filter on there. I definitely like that better. Look at that engine bay. Completely customized. And before you get out of here, don't forget to grab your copy of Master Builder, creating the ultimate model with every build. Link in the description box.